So I'm here with Dan, who's the owner of Playopolis Cafe, which everyone will see as they pass on Star Hill, right at the end of the historic High Street. I want to talk to Dan a little bit about the background to the business and what the sort of challenges are for small businesses, because today is Small Business Saturday. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about how long Playopolis has been here and what
so
you've...
We've been going for 2 years now. It was sort of created out of the desire from before I worked in a digital company, and I wanted to do something much more present and much more on the high street.
Mm-hmm.
So we looked around and we thought, hey, board game cafe, that seems like a good thing to do. And at the time we were told by so many people, it will never work. People don't want a board game cafe in Medway. Medway isn't the right type of place for this. It's a London type business. We thought, nah, we'd try it anyway.
Uh-huh.
And that's what we did. And we're going 2 years now. We get very busy on Saturdays and Sundays, and we're busy in the evenings. So it's been going well, but there is, of course, as you say, always challenges as a small business owner.
And so in terms of getting the business started,
Yes.
what sort of difference do you think you could have been made by sort of better access to finance and that sort of thing? Did you find that easy to do?
So we were lucky in a sense because of my other business, we had a bit more finance available to us. But even then, we did struggle with simple stuff of the licensing and all that. It's very expensive to do alcohol licensing. Mm-hmm. You've got to send people on alcohol licensing courses. It's expensive to do all the legalities involved. I mean, to set up Playopolis cost us in the region of £70,000.
Right.
And realistically, we're not going to see that back for years to come. So it is an expensive endeavour setting up any business, and keeping it ongoing is even more of a challenge.
Yeah. And in the time that you've been here then, you must have seen some changes on Rochester High Street that have maybe not been helpful. I mean, the things that I think of are the loss of free-to-use cash machines and that sort of thing, and the loss of a bank branch on the high street. Has that affected you at all?
It has affected us in the sense of a lot of people don't assume a business to take cards like a small business, where more and more small businesses are. But that being said, a cash machine was always a useful resource for people. It was a useful resource for people coming in and maybe they just want a cup of tea. It becomes a bit more challenging because we obviously then have to pay card processing fees if they do that. We've always said you can use your card for whatever amount, but obviously it does mean card processing fees for us, which does hurt our bottom line. And we don't overly charge in any of our areas. So,
and so, where do you see the future? Have you got a sort of vision for world domination, or do you see this as the?
So, for me, Playopolis was always about the community. It has to be about the community. You cannot run a company or a cafe like this and assume it to be some global plan. We're not going to be a massive chain spread across the country. We're a family-run business. I work with my sister each day, which, take that. It's a challenge in itself. I work with my uncle on it. We're entirely family-run, and we've got a great team working with us here. So I wouldn't want to push it out too quickly and become this massive chain unless we can keep that spirit of what the company is about. And that is incredibly important to us. I mean, all of our team are paid the real living wage because that's absolutely critical. There's no point doing a business like this if the only way you can do it is to exploit your workers.
Yeah.
And, they are our team. They're not our workers. They are absolutely our team.
Well, that's great to hear. So, I think the message here is that small is beautiful.
Yes, hopefully.